It's 10 to 7 earlier this week. We discussed the rights of everyday Australians if a burglar breaks into their home. We spoke to Ron Giannoncelli, a shopkeeper who tackled a robber after being shot twice, and this is what he had to say.
This story about, reasonable force, if someone's broken into your home, into your business, why should you have to wait for reasonable force? I mean, at the end of the day, they shouldn't be there.
So should we all have greater rights protecting our property? Well, the Retailers Association says crime is so out of control that many small business owners are considering arming themselves with firearms and pepper spray. So is that response warranted? Well, Scott Driscoll from the Retailers Association joins us now. Scott, good morning to you. Are retailers seeing weapons as the final straw?
I think retailers are very frustrated, and as we just heard, that the crime rates are so out of control, the violence is escalating to a point that we have not seen before, and I think desperate times are demanding desperate measures.
And what do you think also for tougher penalties?
Well, look, I think tougher penalties should be the primary solution. It's unfortunate, though, that we've got long-term state governments in this country that just don't seem to want to address this, and certainly mandatory sentencing for these sort of violent crimes would be a step very much in the right direction, but they're reticent to do it, apparently.
Paint a bit of a picture for us on what sort of crime retailers are seeing and if some businesses are targeted more than others.
Well, look, the picture is quite devastating, and certainly from state to state to state, we are seeing violent crime against retailers up. We're seeing assaults up in the retail sector. We're seeing robberies. We're seeing break-and-enters. All the statistics are going in the wrong direction, and certainly I think a lot of these crooks, these thugs, do see the retail sector as a soft target, and that is why many retailers are coming to their wits' end, certainly primarily with the government, for not stepping in and protecting them.
Yeah, look, I think there is no doubt that everyone would agree with you, but is the answer to have a retailer with a weapon? I mean, do we want our local servo guy having a gun under the counter?
Well, look, I think it's a situation that we don't optimally want, but I've got a lot of members of mine saying we cannot afford to employ a 24/7 security guard. We're thinking of going out and getting that security guard qualification, that gun licence ourselves. Now, this is a situation that's being let get out of control by long-term state governments in this country who want to bury their head in the sand on the issue.
Yeah, well, that obviously needs addressing first and foremost. Scott, thanks very much for your time this morning.
It's a pleasure, thanks.